You know what I realized? You know why women nag and complain all the time? Boys, today's video is going to be about how I become a red pill. Before I was a badass freaking blue pill. And I mean badass blue pill. I was thinking that all women are nice, all women are good people, women must be saved, and etc. etc. All the feminist bullshit was getting into my head. Even I was thinking that a woman could go to work and a man will stay home, take care of the kid. If everybody think that that thing is possible, in most situations, this is pure freaking bullshit. Okay, so 15 years ago, I got a job, and my job that I have, I make a shitload of money. I was making good money. And I did the math and I said, if I keep doing what I'm doing and just put my energy on this job, 10 years from now, I'm going to have an amazing amount of money. I'm going to be able to invest that money and do good things, secure my future. And that's what I did. And my plan was, okay, 10 years after that, I'm going to have that amount of money. And after that, I'm going to take a look to be in a relationship with somebody and try to build something. So 10 years passed, I did what I did, and I started to look at that. And I started to study what we call female nature. I started to study it a lot. And again, I want you to understand I was a badass blue pill. I was thinking all women must be saved. So I look at that, and I started to take a look at the law. And I started to realize that women are not that nice. And I started to see that in the study, between 70 to 80% of the couple that split up are initiated by the woman. And why is that? Because most of the time, when a woman split up, it's at their advantage. If a woman split up, what happened to the guys? Everything that you built in your life, you have to give that to her. 50%. 50%. And what else that you got? After that, after the split up, you could end up pay alimony to her. And after that, what happened? If she have young kids, the judge could say, oh, now all of a sudden, you are the father of those kids that they're not your kid, and you have to pay child support. And I realized, man, this is crazy. All those shit are fucking crazy. The government said to the woman, you could legally stole money to a guy. That's what it is. If you think about it, logic and common sense. The government said to the woman, just steal money from that guy and you're going to be fine. And me, I start to think about it. I bust my ass like crazy. Strategize, invest, study, take risk. And this is what I got to live with a woman. The risk is too freaking high. There's no way that I'm going to give one freaking penny to a woman and she doesn't deserve it. It's not going to happen. But the government say, yeah, that's what you're going to do. And I start to realize, I'm like, no way, it's not going to happen. And also I was thinking, like I said a little bit before, that a woman could provide for a guy. You know what, boys? This is total feminist bullshit. A woman always, that's what I realized when I studied my red pill thing, always going to take a look to have somebody who is better than them, somebody who make more money than them. A woman are not built to provide for a man. She could provide for a little while, 6 months, a year, 2 years, maybe 5 years if I go on the extreme. But at the end of the day, this is female nature. Women are not made to provide for guys. It's not in the software. Women take resources from a guy. My study from my red pill thing, this is what I realized. This is the software of a freaking woman. And also what helped me a lot to understand female nature, back in the day, one of my big influencers, Tom LEYKIS. I'm gonna put a link down there of his YouTube page. The first time I listened to that guy, I was like, man, that guy is a freaking nutcase. And at the same time, it's funny. He made some funny things. But the more that you listen to it, the more that you need to think like a man, using logic and common sense, and the more you realize that he's right. That freaking guy said the truth. And you realize that all that feminist claptrap, that feminist bullshit, that's what it is. It's freaking bullshit. Men are made to create more resources. Women are lazy to create extra resources. Men are good at creating extra resources. That's why men build country. Women didn't build country. Women are not made to build extra resources. Men are made to build extra resources. And all those extra resources, women extract that from a man. Women take that from a man. And it's been that way since the beginning of time. Women take resources from a guy, and not the other way around. No freaking way. Female nature, boy, study that. And also during my study, you know what I realized? You know why women nag and complain all the time? It's all about that shit there that I told you guys. They want to be with a strong guys. They're going to find a guy that are better than them financially. They're going to go with that guy. And after that, they want to be with a strong man. And what they do to test you, to see if you're not a freaking pussy, what are they going to do? They're going to whine and complain. And you know what they want? They want to see if you're going to put it back in their place. They're going to test you how far they can go. And this is where you guys don't understand. If you let her whine and complain all the time, she's going to lose respect towards you. And you know to put her back in her place. Because other than that, your life's going to be a freaking nightmare. And when I said put her back in her place, I'm not saying that use violence. I'm totally against violence. Against man, woman, against anything. You don't use violence. You use your word. Hey, bitch, that's enough. Shut up. And again, if she doesn't listen, you know what, boys? DTB. You dump that bitch. You know where I learned that term? From Tom LEYKIS. And he's right. He is right. I have the ball to say, look, that woman, she's not submissive. She's been brainwashed by that woman bullshit. You have to be strong and blah, blah, blah. She's not submissive. She doesn't follow your lead. You DTB. You dump that bitch, boys. And Tom LEYKIS is right on that thing. A woman don't want to follow your lead because she's been brainwashed with that feminist bullshit. I run the show, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Most women don't want to lead in a relationship. Most women want to be led by a strong man. That's what they want. And the blue pill guys out there who don't understand that, your life's going to be a nightmare. Your life's going to be a freaking nightmare. Female nature, boys, you need to understand. And another thing I want you to understand, guys, and even women, the one who's been brainwashed, they don't even understand that. You know where women get their happiness? From a family. From a family. Most women down there, they chase career and blah, blah, blah. You know what they realize when they're mid-40? They realize they're fucked up. Okay, they have money in the bank and blah, blah, blah. But they realize they're not happy. Most women get their happiness from a family. And all the 40 years old, they're allowed, they have passed their expiration date because the guys don't want to be with them anymore because they're 45 years old, and the guy wants to be with a young woman. They don't want to be with an old fucking bag who have baggage, who's gonna be down there. You're gonna be with her, and all the freaking drama in the past, she's gonna bring that on you. No, you go with the young one, the one who is easy to mold. The young one, the freaking nightmare. They're not gonna be submissive. All the frustration from the past, you're gonna try to put that on you. You're fucked up in the head. You go with the young one. You don't go with the old one. The drama, you forget about it. And you take it over that body. Body is all fucked up. Their boobs are right above their knees. You don't want to be with that. Boys, you go with the young one. The old one, forget about it. There's nothing good coming out of there. So, okay, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to make a half an hour video. If you like that content, share, subscribe. The blue pill guy out there, try to make them wake up. Send that content to them. Send that video to them. So, boys, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.